Alright, so, today, March 4th, marks the, I guess you could say, over 90th anniversary of King Kong. I think it's the 93rd or the 94th anniversary of King Kong. On this day, in 1933, King Kong appeared to the world and basically opened the door for every kaiju film ever conceived of. So, in honor of that, I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a video in honor of the big monkey. Um, so, this is going to be a fun one because you can see from the title what could Kong survive in the Attack on Titan universe. And for wondering as to which Kong this is the MonsterVerse Kong. Since Godzilla X Kong is coming out, I was like, you know what, let's do MonsterVerse Kong. Him in a full adult size, but the thing is, he's not going to have his beast glove or his axe. Kong's just going to be, on his own. So, could Kong survive in the Attack on Titan universe? Now, the big thing is that there aren't a lot of the Titans, and I'm going to have to specify these are the Attack on Titan Titans, not the Titans from MonsterVerse. So, most of the Titans in the Attack on Titan universe don't rival Kong at his full size. That's kind of a big thing, is that Kong towers over most Titans. He is most of the other. He would tower over most of the Titans, stepping on them, swatting them away. But the thing is, the Titans have one thing that Kong doesn't have, and that is numbers. Kong's all by himself, and remember, this is if Kong was just dropped in the Attack on Titan universe without either of his weapons, he's it's not really that he's outgunned, it's more that he's outnumbered. But remember, Kong's size and strength, and remember, his intellect play a big role, play a big role in how he would survive. So, let's talk less about, we'll talk more about his interactions with the Titans in a bit. But actually, let's talk about something more interesting for right now. And that is, how would Kong interact with humans? See, Kong's species, as we've discovered, is that the Kongs were basically, unlike most Titans in the MonsterVerse, who protected nature, the Kongs were actually protectors of mankind. Not counting Scar King, but what are you going to do? So yeah, the Kongs were meant to protect mankind, and Kong himself for the most part, he has a kinship with most humans. He lived in peace with the Iwi people. He did attack, the soldiers in Skull Island, but they basically were waking up skull crawlers and attacking Kong's territory. So that's why he got so mad. So Kong has an inherent kindness towards humanity. Humanity don't have that same kind of love for mankind, for Kong. They probably wouldn't in this universe, because every time they see a giant monster, it's usually picking them up and eating them, or eating them and their loved ones. So I would imagine if they saw Kong, an over 300-foot tall gorilla, they'd probably think it's a more evolved beast titan or something, and fire on him. Now, most of the weapons would not work on Kong, but it would definitely pester him, and Kong would more or less feel, alone. These humans don't like him. It's not it would be on his universe, where most humans, in Monarch, do tend to Kong and do care about his needs. And of course, again, he lived in harmony with the Iwi tribe, and protected Gia with his life. So, to be in a universe now that is full of humans that would immediately try to attack him, even though they would just be using musket fire and whatnot, Kong would be kind of taken aback by that. And I think even, of course, you're gonna, if you attack Kong, he's gonna get angry. He would be confused at first, but yeah, you're gonna rile him up and get him mad, and trust me, you don't want Kong angry. So, that's kind of another thing. I think when you do these kind of scenarios, you really have to think about Kong, and his interactions with mankind, with the human race of that universe. And like I said, they wouldn't think that he's some kind of monster. He's not a Titan. Well, he is, but God, this is difficult. he's a kaiju. He's not like the other Titans. You know, he's not like a man-eating Titan. He is, he's his own creature and eats different food. Now, they wouldn't think that. They would think, again, he's a Titan here, like a new version of the Beast Titan or something, and proceed to try to kill him. Now then, what would it be like if, what would Kong's, like, could Kong survive the Titans? If he's fighting, like, a few of them, yeah. I do think that, like, a lot of the, a great many of the Titans don't get on the same height as Kong. Like, the female Titan, the armored, most of the, even Aaron's original Titan form didn't get that big. But the thing is that Titan, like, even the normal Titans they battle, and the Beast Titan himself, didn't, like, there was a point where the Beast Titan and, if this was Kong during the 70s, the Skull Island Kong, then they would probably be on equal footing. But this is grown-up Kong. This is Kong in his adult form. So he's hundreds of feet taller now. So, but the one thing that, like, is in Kong's disadvantage in this universe is that Titans kind of swarm. Like, they will swarm him, and he's gonna have to, like, swat them off and, like, rip it, take, you know, even, like, I could even see, like, Kong grabbing Titans and just eating them, and then immediately spitting them out when it's all, like, burning his mouth. But I would not put it past a, like, Kong, like, just smashing people, like, smashing Titans, and then just trying to eat them, spit them out, and just be like, ugh, that was a bad idea. So, even the Colossal Titan doesn't reach the same height as Kong. Like, even the Colossal Titan, probably, like, this is Kong at, like, over 300 feet tall. Kong would, the Colossal Titan probably gets up to Kong's hip at most. But again, if he's, like, what if Kong had to battle the Rumbling? You know, the army of Colossal Titans. Kong would probably take out a few, but, like, he's still outnumbered. And again, you still gotta fight Aaron's, Titan form. That's something else. And then you have, like, the Cart Titan and all these other different Titans that Kong would have to contend with. And some of them a lot of them, I should say, do keep their intelligence. Like, a lot of them do keep their level of intellect when they're, you know, these humans are in their Titan form. So, Kong, while he's intelligent, you know, don't get me wrong, Kong's an intelligent fighter, but at the same time, you know, Kong isn't, like, human-level intellect. And some of these guys know how to utilize their fighting style. And while Kong has the size and even the strength advantage in here, Kong would be outnumbered, and if he got overwhelmed, I shudder to think what they would do to him if they got their if any of them got their hands on Kong in this scenario. It's a pretty dangerous idea. But yeah. So you guys tell me in the comments below, do you think Kong could survive in the Attack on Titan universe? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.